What is up, Mavs fans and hoop heads? Hope your vibes are immaculate today. I'm AG, your host, CEO, director, manager, and all that. Welcome on into another episode of Mavs Rundown. Appreciate you for listening. And man, on today's pod, the Mavs take the sole possession of the fourth seed in the Western Conference and get a win over the Utah Jazz, 114-100. Here at home. So that's a good dub. I think each team won both matchups at home this year, and that evens up the series 2-2 against the Utah Jazz, and moves Dallas, as I said, into the fourth seed at 46-29, and Jazz at 45-30. And man, honestly, this game was a doozy. I was in and out. I was kind of busy, but I was still trying to keep up and watch it. And honestly, this game was sloppy at first. The first quarter, at least, there was like no intensity. It was like, did they know this is for the fourth seed? They was having some sloppy turnovers. Not the defense just wasn't there. They were kind of letting them just get in the paint, get open, like just get these way easy open shots. Then the second quarter, defense didn't really pick up, but the offense sure did pick up, and they scored 37 points in that quarter. Really helped them. Luka spurred that on. I know he hit a three right at the buzzer. That really helped. I think the Mavs were only down by one at the halftime with his three that he made right at the buzzer. And then the second half, man, all Mavericks. The Mavericks really took over the second half in great fashion, as they can do when the offense is finally clicking. Like Jalen Brunson tonight was fantastic. I'll get to the hot player, the player of the game in a second. Luka Doncic, first off, we got to start with him, man. He was doing it all tonight. He finished with 32, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, killer. Another guy that stepped up, as I just mentioned, Jalen Brunson had a great night tonight. He was hitting some middies. He was doing all three levels, getting to the bucket, driving. He was hitting some middies, had a nice little crossover pull-up on, I forgot who was guarding him, but it was nasty. Hit that and made some big plays down the stretch. Had a little stretch where in I think the second or third quarter where he was just the man, and helped really spurred on the Mavs to really take on this lead and go further. And the other guy, the game ball of the night, goes to Reggie Bullock, who was also the guy they interviewed after the game, and for a good reason. He had a slump buster tonight, man. He finished with 23 points after he had been shooting. I just mentioned on the last pod, he had been shooting, I forgot, but it was like 20-something% from three in the last 10 games, and that's horrible. And tonight he goes 7 of 11 from three, 8 of 12 from the field. Amazing game. This is what we wanted when we signed him, a guy that could play great defense but also could hit the shots. It was kind of like if Josh Richardson went right, this is what we would have got. Except I think Reggie Bullock is better because he's a little bit taller, a little bit more lengthy, can guard a little bit more, a little bit better than Josh Richardson, of course. And really, he's a knockdown shooter. He's a really knockdown shooter, and hopefully he's gonna take this game and move on with it and carry it on to the end of the season into the playoffs. A good showing by Reggie Bullock tonight. He really, came alive when we really needed him. Big game. Spencer Dinwiddie tonight off the bench. Finished with 12 points, but efficient. 5 of 10, 1 of 3 from three, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Really, they just played within the flow of the game, and there's not much more about this except for the offense. We shot 50% from three. When you shoot 50% from three, you're gonna get these dubs. Unless you don't play any defense and let the other team shoot over 50% too. But tonight they were able, second half, they tightened things up. I'm pretty sure they had a halftime talk about what the hell is going on. This is a big game. We need to show up. Because the second half, they look like a brand new team, and everything was firing on all cylinders. Ended up shooting literally 50% from 3-pointers, 17 to 34. Over 50% from the field. That's really good. That's what we want to see. Good stuff, especially, the Jazz were hobbled tonight. They were without a lot of guys like Bojan. They were out Rudy Gobert, Hassan Whiteside. So they had no size. So it was a battle of small ball, and I'm glad the Mavs were able to conquer and come on top and show that, all right, if y'all want to play small ball, we're better at that than you, for sure. And that came out to be true. And the Mavs end up coming out with a 14-point win tonight. And, with the Jazz loss, I don't know, yesterday, that puts, or the other day, that tied our records together. It put it even for this matchup to be big, to be a big matchup for that fourth seed. And with the tied record, the season series on the line really for tiebreakers, because tiebreaker comes down to head matchup. What you do against the season against the other team. Right now it's 2-2. So then the next one after that is division. And right now, the Dallas Mavericks are 13-2 in the division, and Utah Jazz are 13-1. Jazz playing a really shitty division too, so kind of like the Mavericks, where it's just the other teams aren't that good. So hopefully the Jazz can catch some more L's. They have a really tough schedule coming up. I mentioned on the other pods, they have some tough teams coming up. So hopefully they'll hit a bunch of bumps in the road right there. They'll knock them down, because if it all depends on the division record, I don't know if the Mavericks can do it, because the Jazz are just in a weak division just like us, so that might not work out. So the best way would be us getting more wins than them, basically, during the season, instead of having to come down to a tiebreaker. And this was a big step. Teams were tied, so who's going to take it? Who's going to take that fourth seed? And Mavericks did their job tonight. This team looks a lot better. They look more confident than they have been in the past, like the past 2 years. They're kind of like they didn't know, and they're growing. And this year it seems like they're finally putting it together. And then with the addition of Spencer, that third ball handler out there, they'll relieve the pressure off of Jalen and Luka to have to do everything all the time. It's really just kick this team into gear. And we're seeing all the defense they're playing this year, along now with all the offense that we have. It's everything's coming together. Got a big win tonight. That's good to see. You want to see that moving forward, especially going into the playoffs. You want to be playing your best basketball going into the playoffs, and that's what we're doing, at least right now. And we have one more. Actually, no, two more, three more tough games. I'll say three more tough games left in the regular season. That's this next game. We play the Los Angeles Lakers, which a lot of people say, yeah, they suck or whatever, but still going to have to go against LeBron James, and who knows if Anthony Davis will be back. I don't think he will be, but he could be. You never know. But that's still, you never know. LeBron, he can go off, and all of a sudden Mavs go a little bit cold shooting and take a L. So, but we're gonna take that one seriously. I think Luka loves going against LeBron. It's gonna be Tuesday. It's gonna be on TNT. So primetime TV. Everyone's gonna be watching at 6:30. So Luka really shows up for those games. So hopefully that'll be good. And it's here at home. Mavericks have been killer at home, so that'll be good. And the next game after that, Cleveland. That's gonna be a tough game. They've been really good. And then the third, I think, tough game would be Milwaukee, which is 2 games after that. And the game in between that, which I know a lot of people are probably going to be looking forward to next Friday on April Fool's Day, it's against Washington, Porzingis, that matchup. That'll be fun. So, yeah, the next, 4 Mavs games are kind of, I don't want to say big or crucial, but, it's somewhere where the Mavs can really, put their foot on the gas and they take control of this 4th seed. And if they can come out, with a winning record out of these next 4 games, that'll be big, instrumental into getting that 4th seed, because then the next 3 after that is Detroit, Portland, San Antonio. So could be some easy wins after that. Great win by the Mavs tonight, man. Everybody should be hyped. This was a good win. This is a good showing by everybody. We came in, we handled business. They were missing a lot of their players. Came out, we handled business, as I just said. Great stuff. And you know what? That's pretty much it. I'm just gonna end this pod now, because good stuff tonight. Everybody should be good vibes, good mood. Let's get ready for the Lakers. That's on Tuesday. That's gonna be a good one. Good stuff, man. We have home court advantage as of today in the playoffs, and hopefully this Mavs, catch fire on these last, games and head into the playoffs. And I can't wait, because I hope we do end up playing the Utah Jazz in the playoffs. I cannot wait. That would be the matchup I want, for real. That's number 1 matchup for sure. But yeah, man, that's it, man. I'm AG. Thanks for listening. If you want, we have Twitter at Mavs_rundown. Mavs Rundown is also on YouTube along with Spotify. And remember, guys, cool heads prevail. And I'll see y'all next time on the Mavs Rundown.